Good day, people. I'm experiencing, I am experiencing, that word sounds weird, I don't think I said it right, but experiencing some real peace right now. Very, very peaceful. Like, you want peace? Wait, check this out. This is how quiet it is. Not even a fisherman. In Alabama right here, on the Tennessee River. Not on it, but almost on it. Just enjoying this peace. Usually there's some guys out here fishing, but not today. I had my kolpi, no donut, but I had my kolpi. Sitting down here just breathing in that good ass product. I listen to this guy on YouTube, Infinite Waters, diving deep. So here we are, Infinite Waters, for real. Sitting at the kitchen table the other day, cleaned the house, draped it. My kids were gone. My son and his buddy that stays with us, they were gone. They usually have the two boys, so they usually have the house trashed. Anyway, I cleaned it, draped it. I'm talking mopped the floors, swept, mopped the floors, washed the dishes, sitting at the kitchen table, lit a candle, very quiet, like it was peaceful, like it is right here. All of a sudden, I was listening, so I heard the refrigerator, and a thought come into my mind about the story that I heard about this guy went out into the woods. This monk sent this trainee, a monkette, out to the woods to see what he could hear. Well, the monk came back and said, well, I hear the wind blowing, I hear birds chirping, etc., etc. Monk sent him back into the woods for a few days. He comes back, he says, what do you hear now? He goes, I hear the grass grow. So I was sitting at the kitchen table after I heard the refrigerator, so that came back to my mind. I hear the grass grow. Actually, that's how quiet it was. I hear the grass grow. I Googled that. It was a song. After that, I asked Google, is everything a song? I Googled that. It was a song. Actually, Google answered me and said, everything's a song. After I asked, is everything a song? I didn't look those two up at that moment. I kind of got into something else, but I realized that that there's a flow, that there is more, that we are connected to everybody and everything. We're connected to every person, to everything. There is a response. There is an awareness, awakening. I remember being in 5th grade where they played a song on the Fifth Dimension. Played the song. It was just incredible if you listen to it now. It's the age of Aquarius. And that's the age that we live in, the connectedness. Through the information age that we're in, touching the age of Aquarius, there's an awareness, there's a flow, there's a love that goes past us, past religion, past our beliefs, into our knowing, not just believing. I've always believed stuff outside of myself. Now I know that this is inside me. Via, kingdom of heaven. Jesus, in the literature, the Bible, taught that the kingdom of heaven, what we would call heaven, is inside of us. So we create this heaven in our consciousness. Our Christ mind, our consciousness is connected. Christ was not Jesus' last name. It's a consciousness that you haven't, not like you have arrived, but you're growing into that, and it's infinite. It goes on to infinity and beyond. I observe. See, I'm in a deconversion moment in my journey here on where we're at right here. Wait, here's this man. Check this out. He's walking the dog. Dog backwards is God, man's best friend. Anyway, I sit here and just observe stuff I took a giant eraser in my brain and I started erasing stuff that I believed in. I'm at the position right now, I want to know for myself. It's okay if you believe what you believe. I believed in the rapture and all this Christianity stuff. The blue Kool-Aid was actually in my baby bottle. So now as a grown man, I have to find truth for myself. Like, you can say and believe what you want to. You're welcome to it. Watch this. I've sit here long enough to watch that move. It's the sun. It's the sun. I've sit here long enough to watch it move. Now I can believe it moves, or I can believe that the earth spins 1,000 miles an hour. I choose to know. Knowing my eyes work and watch it move. Do I know that the earth spins 1,000 miles an hour? Absolutely not. This water, this H2O in a giant river, flowing to a bigger body of water, always seeking a lower level. Do I know that gravity is holding it to the spinning ball on the, all the way around? I know that you cannot curve water. I know that. In a sink, in a bathtub, in a pool, in a pond, in a lake, in an ocean. They call it sea level. I know. I don't believe it. I know you cannot curve water, except maybe when you pour it out of a water hose onto the ground, it's like curving. But when it's seeking a lower level, after it hits the ground, it's going to level out always. Impossible for it to curve around a spinning ball. This is stuff that I don't care what somebody tells me. You cannot curve water. 5th grade 101. Anywho. So all this, these words also, gravity. Somebody will attach a word, and we just, the word means something. So my thing is, who programmed Webster? All these words have meanings. Actually, Led Zeppelin words have 2 meanings. Stairway to Heaven, in the lyrics, words have 2 meanings, always. That's why you'll be texting somebody and they're like, what'd you mean by that? I meant I love you. Sounded like you had an attitude. It's just sometimes a miscommunication. But anyway, we live in this age of love. Let's throw out the hatred. Let's throw out the bigotry. Let's throw out... Hey, man, listen to somebody else's opinion. You might actually learn something. I'm not saying listen to me on a flat earth thing. It doesn't matter to me. Absolutely not. This is just me. I have to find truth for myself. You have to find truth for yourself. And that's just where we're at. And accept each other. I might not have a sexual preference, that came out of the ether. That, different sexual preferences. But I'm not at all I'm going to understand your story. Your story is different than my story. I mean, I grew up literally with blue Kool-Aid in my baby bottle, teaching me that, one day after this life, that you're going to go to heaven, or if you don't accept, this unconditional love, you will go to hell. So after I started thinking for myself, after I, erased all what was put on me and put in me, I was able to come up with my own deductions, Holmes. So here we are. I'm out. Beautiful day, man. There's people walking around. It's December in Alabama. Love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great as we approach Christmas. Enjoy it, man. Take a deep breath. Enjoy this peace. So peace, love, and soul. See you in the next chapter.